In this presentation, our team made an investment in the Colombo Stock Exchange. Here we present the details of our investment along with how we chose the most suitable company to invest in an analysis of the selected company. What is investment? Investment means putting money and other resources into something with the hope of getting a return in the future. The return comes in the form of income, such as rent or dividend, or it can come in the form of capital gain when the appreciation of the investment. Who is investor? The investor is someone who put money and other resources into something with the hope of getting a return in the future. They participate in various financial markets such as bonds, stocks and real estates. Here we discuss that before we make an investment in the Colombo stock market, we conduct an industry analysis and select a suitable company and conduct comprehensive analysis of the selected company, including SWOT analysis, ratio analysis, fundamental analysis and technical analysis. And all information about the investment made by us is also discussed here. Over to you, Apsara.
As a group, we decided to invest in the Colombo stock market. But before buying shares of a company, we decided that it would be appropriate to conduct an industry analysis to select a suitable company. For that, we chose textile and manufacturing industry and food and beverage industry. Then a study was made about these industries under the following topics. After that, we chose textile industry as the most suitable industry. In the study of textile and manufacturing industry, Sri Lanka's garment export industry has recorded significant growth in the last 4 decades to develop the economy. Sri Lanka's clothing and textile industry contributes 6% of the country GDP. Now let's see industry average growth rate in the textile industry. The information we learned while studying the average growth rate of the industry here is that when considering the Sri Lankan textile industry, more attention is paid to export sector. Sri Lankan garment industry is leading on export. Considering the growth rate of the textile industry compared to the year 2021, the value of the year 2022 has grown by 9.5%. The value of this sector in the year 2021 is 5,952 million US dollars. The value of this sector in the year 2022 is 5,435.1 million US dollars. So, this sector has achieved a growth of 560.9 million US dollars in 2022 compared to 2021. Now let's see how weather pattern affect the textile industry. Weather patterns significantly impact the textile industry, causing seasonal demand fluctuation and impacting product planning, inventory control and pricing strategies. They also affect crop production and fiber availability, leading to increased production costs and supply chain disruptions. Additionally, weather patterns impact consumer purchasing decisions, making the industry a multiplicated challenges. Over to you, Hansika.
Now let's see how government regulation affect the textile industry. Government regulation significantly impacted the textile industry, leading to fluctuation in exchange rates, decreased consumer demand and supply chain disruption. Import restriction on raw material also impacted the production continuity and cost. Short-sighted economic decision create a foreign exchange deficit, resulting in high taxes and increased financial cost. Inflation and interest rate also significantly impacted the industry. Next, foreign demand. Foreign demand is crucial for the textile industry success, with factors like exchange rates, political attitude, fashion trends, and the world economic impacting its growth. In 2022, the industry experienced remarkable growth, with textile and apparel export accounting for over 45% of total export. Now let's see how the government imposed restrictions on the textile industry. Sri Lanka textile and clothing industry faces crisis in supply raw materials, including fabric due to import restriction. The government 2022 economic decision led a financial crisis requiring energy restriction, causing problem in distribution, transportation and production. Energy shortage and daily power cuts further impacted the industry, affecting industry's ability to continue garment production. Over to you, Rashita.
Helic Fabric plc is the pioneer in velvet fabric manufacturing in Sri Lanka. The company was established in 1992 and has its headquarters in Natubana Estate, neighboring Sri Lanka. The business uses the best practices for sustainability, the environment, health, and safety, while focusing on environment-friendly producers. Such projects as the organic farming, greenhouse gas emission, waste management system, and sustainable raw material. We are home to work with some of the top world fashion companies such as Victoria's Secret, Pink, Tessinis, and Asics. We established our strategy by setting clear goals, innovation, having customer centricity, delivery product, and employing our distinctive capabilities. Helix Fabric PLC has and main 20 shareholders. Over to you, Opara.
SWOT analysis evaluate the company's competitive position by identifying strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It helps strategic planning by analyzing internal and external factors, current conditions, and predicted future events, and demonstrated in the selected Hayes Bradbury PLC. Strength of the company included a strong brand and loyal client base and innovative technology. Hayes Fabric Company, a global recognized brand, maintains strong connection with the clients and suppliers, focusing on service quality, deliveries, and complaint handling. Organizational weaknesses hinder potential performance. Addressing these efficiencies can enhance competitiveness, reduce risk, and improve overall competitiveness. Hales Fabric PLC face challenges in technology use and global challenges. Moving opportunities, Hales Fabric PLC plans to expand into new markets and increases income by using eco-friendly materials. They use digital marketing platforms like search engines, social media, and email marketing. Threats are external elements that can negatively impact organizational effectiveness. Here, this company faces major competitors in the expanding textile businesses. Allocate the resources for capital abatement affected profitability and productivity growth. As I mentioned, certain analyses we can explain how the companies currently dealing like this. Hansika?
Now I am going to explain in the ratio analysis of the Helix Fabric PLC company with the main focus on the following four ratios. These are the profitability, gearing, liquidity and the investor ratio. The first one is the profitability ratio. Profitability is the ability of the business or the investor to generate more revenue than the expenses. It is the fundamental elements of the financial success and the sustainability show how to effect it is that an entity can be converted to resources such as the capital, asset and labor into profits. Next, focus on the revenue of the Helix Fabric PLC. Looking at the table, the year 2022 has the recorded the highest income and the year 2020 has the recorded the lowest income. As the result, we can identify the specific factors that influence the increase in depending on the economic and the market condition. But it will be different regarding the current situation. Accordingly, it's seen that income value of the company has increased in year by year. Moving on to the second one, the gearing ratio is the financial statistic used to evaluate the company debit to equity ratio, which indicates its capital structure and the ability to pay financial obligation and the special loan interest. It is calculated by the comparing the company's long-term debit to equity. There are two basic types of the gearing ratios. It is the debit to equity ratio and the debit to capital ratio. A conservative the capital structure when the corporation that depends on more than equity financial than the loan financing, which is indicated by the low gearing ratio. This is the main limit prospected for the growth, but it can be lower financial risks. A higher gearing ratio, on the other hand, suggests the greater financial risk because of the increase the reliance on the borrowed money, but it may also result in the huge profit the investors are successfully. Now I am hand over to Roshit.
Liquidity. Liquidity ratios. The financial ratio used to determine a company's ability to pay its short-term debt obligation is called the liquidity ratio. When analyzing a company, investors and creditors want to see company with liquidity ratios greater than 1.0. A company with healthy liquidity ratio is more likely to be approved the loans. We calculate two liquidity ratios in this, such as current ratio and quick ratio. Current ratio. Current ratio measures the financial strength of the company, normally 2 to 1. Try to ask the ideal ratio, but it depends on the industry to industry. As per the calculation, we can see the value of 3 years ratio above 1. The means is current liabilities from the current assets. This is the standard case for healthy company. Quick ratio. Compared to the current ratio, the quick ratio is triggered. Generally, its quick ratio value of 1 to 1 is suitable for an organization. Current liabilities. According to the calculation, we can see the value of 3TS are lesser than 1. Therefore, we can see the company is not able to pay the current liabilities quickly. Investor ratio. These investor ratios can be used to assess the company's ability to generate return on the investment. Accordingly, we basically calculated two investor ratios of the Helix company. The first one is the earning per share ratio. This is calculated by dividing the company's profit for the year by one number of ordinary shares outstanding. Accordingly, the earning per share ratio Helix company can be shown as 1.77 in the period of 2020-2021. 4.78 in the period of 2021-2022 and 1.85 in the period of 2022-2023. The second one is the dividend per share ratio. This can be calculated by dividing the total amount of dividends paid by the number of ordinary shares outstanding in the company. According to the dividend per share ratio of Harris company can be shown as 0.003 in period of 2020 to 2021, 0.005 in period of 2021 to 2022, and 0.007 in period of 2022 and 2023. Over to you, Kavisha.
Here we have done a fundamental analysis of the profit and loss balance sheet and cash flow of Haley's Fabric Company based on the data obtained from the year 2021, 2023 and 2022-2023 annual reports. Considering the profit and loss statement of the company, the combined income of this company in the year of 31st March 2023 is 37,891,715,000 rupees. It is an increase compared to the last year. Harris Fabric Company revenue grew by 44.4%. Compared to the year 2022, the year 2023 show a decrease in profit. According to the balance sheet statement, by the end of March 2023, total asset increased by 8.04% to 27,988,210,000 rupees. The total liability of the company increased by 8.04% to 27,098,210,000 rupees due to an increase in capital expenditure, investment and borrowing compared to the previous year. Also, with higher investment in capital expenditure and working capital, the company other receivable was 8,734,113,000 rupees, an increase of 6.75%. According to the cash flow statement, the company net cash flow in the previous year was 5,753,773 US dollars to increase to 3,970,707 US dollars. Also, the net cash outflow is 880,910 US dollars. At the end of year, the company cash and cash equivalent recorded an overall net increase of 286,282 US dollars. Over to you, Francisca.
Thank you, Kavisha. Technical analysis evaluates investment and identifies trading opportunities in charts. There are a lot of key concepts and tools used in technical analysis. Among them, we have selected 4 tools. The first one is the on-balance volume indicator and the second one is the average directional index. We use this to access strength and direction of a trend. Above 55, it's good for trend trading. Below 55, avoid trend trading. The third one is MACD. It helps identifying assets, price trends, reversals and momentums for traders. The final one is RSI. RSI indicates overbought and oversold conditions with value above 70 indicating reversals. Over to you, Rashida.
Firstly, doing the industrial analysis, we selected 2 different industries to invest the money. We choose the textile manufacturing industry and food and beverage manufacturing industry. Among the above 2 industries, average growth rate, total export, and the foreign demand show the growth is the 3 factors. We choose textile manufacturing industry. Thus, we can see that the price is going down even though on balance the volume indicator is going up. Eventually, the price goes up. We found that the increase the price share price was very important factor. And since there was the strong trend that time, we decided to buy the share. We considered that factor of technical analysis and fundamental analysis that finally we decided to buy the shares from Harris Fabric PLC is the very correct decision at that time. Over to Chamudi.
What is an investment? Investment is usually an asset that is bought now with the expectation of the higher return in the future. The primary purpose of investing is to earn profit in the future. There are various ways investors can invest. Here we have chosen to invest in the stock market. A stock market is a platform for buying and selling stocks or shares. In the stock market, people interested in buying and selling company shares are contacted directly or through brokers. This is the investment process in our investment. Open CSE account, choosing the John Keys brokerage firm. We contact the brokerage firm, we talk to them about how to invest. After installing the trading app on the advice of the broker, we were allowed to the stock market transaction on our own. Later, we invested 6,000 in the Colombo Stock Exchange through John Keys brokerage firm. After doing the fundamental analysis and technical analysis, we decided to buy the shares of Haley's Fabric PLC. We purchased 175 shares. Per share price is 28.70 cents. The total investment amount with the commission cost 5,078.75 cents. Weekly calculation of investment return. According to our investment, we calculate weekly returns for a 1 month period. So we use this formula to calculate weekly returns and we got 4 week returns. In this formula, P1 is the price for the last weekday and P0 is the price for the first weekday. After calculating 4 week returns, we get weekly returns like this. The first week return is 11.27%. The second week return is 6.682%. The third week return is 0.82% and fourth week return is 7.92%. Summary of all trading activities. 21st July 2023, purchasing 175 shares in Haley's Fabric PLC. After purchasing the shares, we kept it for a month without selling it. We were able to monitor the market prices of Haley's Fabric PLC every Monday to Friday. The change in market price within a month can be seen from the chart and table. We were able to observe the rise and fall of the market price within a month. As of 2023 August 22, the price per share was much higher than the price at which we purchased it. So we decided to sell the shares we had purchased. 2023 7/21st, market price is 28.80 cents. Purchasing price is 28.70 cents. Number of shares purchased 175. Broker commission 56.25 cents. Total investment is 5,078.75 cents. Profit from our investment is 2,725.36 cents. Over to you, Nirmita.
Performance of the investment. This chart shows a weekly return for July and August. First week return was 11.27%. It means the value of the investment increased by 11.27% during the first week. Second week return was 6.82%. Compared to the first week, second week return was decreased. Third week return was much smaller than previous 2 weeks. Fourth week return was 7.92%. You can see monthly performance in this chart. Conclusion. According to our investment, we invested money in Colombo Stock Exchange. So we conducted an industry analysis and select textile manufacturing industry. Then we select Haley's Fabric PLC and we did fundamental and technical analysis, SWOT analysis, ratio analysis for Haley's Fabric PLC. Through John Keys stockbrokers, we purchased 175 shares. So we were able to learn what is investment, process of investment, how to monitor investment in daily, and how to calculate investment return. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.